Listeners, we are really honored to have with us Ms. Philomina Rutsa, who has secured rank number 2 in the Extra Assistant Commissioner examination conducted by the Nagaland Public Service Commission. We are very happy to have you here in our program this morning. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate you on this remarkable achievement.
Good morning, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
All right. So to start with, can you share with us what went through your mind when you first heard the good news?
My mind went blank for a moment. I could not process it, and I had to recheck my name and my roll number just to be sure. Then I felt so happy. It was a surreal moment when I realized that my hard work paid off.
Now, can you take us back to the beginning of your Nagaland Public Service Commission journey? And also tell us what motivated you to appear this exam?
Right from my school days, I've always dreamt of becoming a bureaucrat. And as I entered college, that desire became stronger, and I believed that I would do well with administrative works. So after my graduation, I took some time off and then started preparing for civil service exam.
All right, so NPSC examination is a highly competitive examination. So, what was the most challenging part of your preparation for this exam?
For me, not being able to get through the prelims and starting over from square one was very challenging. The exam cycle is such that we have to wait for almost a year to give the next attempt. I did not get through the prelims in my first attempt, so the waiting period meant another year of preparation and uncertainty, so that was definitely challenging for me.
All right. And can you also tell us the structure of your daily routine while preparing for this examination?
Yes. My daily routine differed based upon the proximity and the stages of the exam. When the prelims is, say, about 10 to 11 months away, then I make sure to study 3 to 4 hours daily. And when the prelims is around 3 months away, I start to study more intensively around 7 to 8 hours daily. And then when the mains is very near, then I study more intensively and make sure that I do my revision and practice answer writing for long hours.
Okay, so can you also share with us how important were mock tests, previous year's question papers that you have to refer to, and the revision in your preparation?
Yes, they are very important. Giving mock tests helps us to understand our progress. It helps us to identify our strengths and weaknesses in different subjects, which is very important. For previous year's question papers, it helps us to understand the pattern of the exam and what topics are usually asked. And for revision, I believe it is one of the key pillars for any aspirant because we need multiple revision in order to retain information and recall them in the exam hall.
All right, so many aspirants struggle with consistency. So can you also share with us what strategies helped you remain focused and committed?
Yes, as aspirants, we know that we need to be consistent, but to practice it in real time becomes very hard at times. For me, I keep on reminding myself why I am doing this for, and I also try to take small steps and not overwhelm myself with a long to-do list. And on days when I don't feel like studying at all, I tell myself that if I finish reading a particular chapter, then I can take rest. And I believe this is how I motivate myself to remain consistent.
Was there any particular moment during preparation when you felt like giving up?
Yes, it was in 2024 December. The 2024 NPSC NCS prelims was out and I did not get through. And that was my second attempt. I fell short by 3 to 4 marks of the cutoff again. And in that moment, I was tired and lost. And so that was a point when I felt lost, yes.
Okay. And what helped you continue again?
After my 2 failed attempts, I realized that I needed to introspect and reflect on what was going right and wrong. The process was not easy. I had to face myself as I was, and I had to learn, unlearn, relearn many things about myself and my way forward as civil servant aspirant. I had a hard time accepting certain truths, but by God's grace, I overcame the inner resistance and worked hard to improve myself. I believe this was what helped me to continue again.
Okay, good to know that. And can you also share, like, how did you prepare for the interview stage, and also share your learning experience from it?
For my interview, I prepared a list on topics related to my village, my graduation subject, my hobbies, local issues, current affairs of national and international importance, and some hypothetical questions as well. And through my interview experience, I learned that to be a civil servant, we need to be well informed about what's happening around us in our locality, in our state, in our country and the world, and that we need to have a good presence of mind as well.
Okay, so securing rank 2 is quite a remarkable achievement. So did you expect to get such a high rank?
To be honest, I did not expect it. I had a feeling that I might make it on the list, but since the competition is very high, I was not expecting to see my list on the top. But I'm so very grateful for this.
Okay, and what role did your family or your teachers or mentors and friends play in your journey?
They played a very important role in this journey of mine. My family is my biggest pillar of support. Without your constant support, encouragement, prayers, and belief in me, I would not be here today. And for my mentors, they have guided me, given me good feedbacks that have helped me. And my friends, they have been another great pillar of support. Being with them takes my mind off my study, and it just makes me happy. So they played a very important role.
All right. So now that you'll be entering the civil services, what does becoming an extra assistant commissioner mean to you personally?
For me, becoming an EAC means that now I have the honor to serve the people dutifully. And also I have a big responsibility to serve with integrity, honesty, sincerity, empathy, and compassion for the common good, and to bridge the gaps in public service delivery. So I believe this is what becoming an EAC means to me.
All right. So what kind of difference do you hope to make in the lives of the people that you'll be serving now?
I want to make sure that even the last person standing in the queue is felt seen and cared for. As of now, I do not know what kind of difference I would make in the life of the people I serve, but what I do know is that I will hold on to the public service values and do my work with integrity and compassion.
So there are also so many aspirants who dream of joining the civil services. So what qualities do you think that these aspirants need beyond academic knowledge?
Yes, ma'am. I believe that to be a civil servant requires us to develop ourselves holistically. Therefore, beyond academic knowledge, a civil servant aspirant need to develop qualities such as good interpersonal communication, analytical ability, critical thinking, ability to listen to others patiently, tolerance, courtesy, a positive mindset to see solutions in problem, and a never give up attitude.
All right. And what advice would you give to an aspirant who has attempted the NPSC examination several times but not yet succeeded?
I know how that feels like, to not be able to make through the exam despite our hard work. It can be disappointing and discouraging as well. So what I want to advise those aspirants who has attempted NPSC several times but not yet succeeded is for them to keep working hard and smart for the exam, but also at the same time, please be adaptable as well. Develop some skills that will help you in the long run, engage in meaningful hobbies, socialize and connect people in a meaningful way. And it is not always easy, but always try to have a positive mindset and attitude.
All right. And finally, Ms. Philomina, what would be your message to our listeners?
Dear listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. A message that I want to tell all of you, dear listeners, and especially my fellow friends who are civil service aspirant, to know is that keep learning, unlearning, and relearning. Have the courage to accept your shortcomings and also have the dedication to improve yourself. Remain focused, self-disciplined, keep working hard, put in sincere efforts, and keep striving for excellence. And let us all keep becoming a better version of ourselves every day, taking one step at a time. Thank you.
Okay, Philomina, it was a real pleasure having you in our program. Once again, I congratulate you as well as wish you the very best in all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Please like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for the latest contents. Also, follow us on all our social media handles.